A wonderful day and a lovely day from me to you, all the lovers of freedom, all the patriots all over the world that bring you good tidings from the Most High God, from Udazi, the Creator that was never created, the one that seeth the ending from the beginning, the one that said a thing and it coming to pass. My earnest prayer for you today that you are totally well in all your life endeavor. And you are totally well in all your life endeavor. Please, as usual, do not hesitate to share and invite your friends simultaneously. Whatever equation you are going to be using, whether you are going to be using the quadratic equation, you can please do. Almighty formula, you can please do. Any of this formula, you can always do, is accepted. Our first commenter today is Chris Trinity. God bless you. Buenas tardes. But if I say, they see Jesus Christ. This one is Jesus Christ picture also. Please do me you remove them. Do me you remove them. I prefer you put your father's old pictures. You put it there. We have to change along with the changes. Let's stop promoting those things that put us in this mess. Don't take it from me, go and do your research. It was a narrative that was created to put particularly black race into mental slavery, into religion psychosis. That's why today our spirit have been over-adulterated. The effectiveness that we are supposed to get from Baba God Almighty is no longer there. Please, today's topic is going to be very, very unique. Today's topic is a unique one, cooked, prepared by the host of heaven, given to me to disseminate it to you, free of charge, FOC, without offering. You don't need to pay offering here. Your own, when it gets to you, you have to share. That's just only what you are going to do. So as I do a quick sharing from here, very quick one, quick sharing from here. Please, if you are watching, don't hesitate to share. Please, very, very important. You share this very broadcast. Very, very important. Very, very important. I always beg you to share a broadcast, not because of our monetary or for our purpose sake, because there are people who need this very word to survive. There are people who need this very word to survive. Without this word, there are so many things they can't really do and they can't function very well. You know, when you remove the fish from the water, a lot of things are going to be lacking. The only thing that is going to save us is the truth and nothing but the truth. The only word will set us free, as I'm speaking to you, is the truth and nothing but the truth. He said, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Read in the book of John chapter 8, verse 32. He said, you shall know the truth. That is why our activism consists of the truth, irrespective of the person who is committing the crime. We will tell them the truth and nothing but the truth. I'm going to be presenting to you today, or submitting to you your new religion. Please invite your friends. You know, when you tell your children, stop playing with this very thing. Sorry, I'm using children. I'm not referring to you. I'm just saying it on my own. When you tell little children, stop playing with this very juguete or this toy, that is to say you have to replace it with a better one. Now, I've told you that Christianity was a narrative that was created, purported by these same people that we are worshiping today. I want to be presenting to you that humanity is supposed to be your religion. I know. It may take time for you to understand, but it will sink into your head by the grace of God. Yes, I found your religion. I found the religion that our fathers in the eras of Ogisos, before the British and the Portuguese. They invaded Africa and brought us a religion today that is killing us. Humanity was their religion. I have found a way, I have found a way, I have found a way, that way to our freedom. God Almighty is that way, who does it is that way, and if he do is that way is to our freedom. Mother Nature is that way, Mama Africa is that way, Mother Universe is that way is to your freedom. Please, we go there right now. Let me introduce the topic to you. Cooked and given to me by God. Humanity is my religion, and that's why you have to also embrace a very good one. Humanity is my religion, supposed to also be your religion. If really we know what we are doing. And the only commandment in the Bible that have insurance policy, and I want to be unveiling to you the only commandment in the Bible that have insurance policy. That's the only commandment in the Bible. It has an insurance policy. Honor the father and the mother, so that thy days be long. Let me break it down before we start shouting. Now, honoring your father and your mother simply means removing not the ancient landmark. That is to say, there is some certain things you need to preserve that your father labored for. Some of the things we are enjoying today, these languages, our father labored for it. Okay, they labored for it. No, okay, on our forefather to anything, they labored for it. Then what they created 100 years ago, you adapted it. And you choose to not call your father don't know what he's doing. We're going to be searching the scripture for that. He said, the only commandment in the Bible that have insurance policy, honor your father and your mother so that your days may be long, vis-a-vis prosper. The biggest witchcraft is the relationship that is not fixed between you and your parents. That's the biggest witchcraft. A lot of people today, they are passing through pain and agony. They are always accusing witch and wizard, not knowing that there was something they were supposed to, it's a relationship between their parents. They refused. A lot of us are carried away today because you are in Europe. You are making your biological mother a deacon in the church. You are making her to be okay. If it's all about that. There are so many things you need to correct. That's why your mother will be praying. It's not working in your life. Things are harder. Now let you want to move those moves by yourself because your mother is even disconnected. If you disconnect yourself from the reconnection, you have no life. Your mother is disconnected. That's why it cannot even lay curse on you and it works. Because it's disconnected. For you to give life, you have to be connected to the what? To the light. If I'm not connected to the God of my ancestors, I will not sustain 1 week in this very activism. That's why, by the grace of God, our word is unique. The roots support the tree. The tree does not support the roots. This is the blessing of your ancestors, the prayers of your ancestors, the guardians of your ancestors that's going to help you. You cannot help your ancestors. The roots support the tree. The tree does not support the roots. If you must excel, there are some certain foundational errors you need to correct. One, by going back to your roots, the original purpose of God in your life. One, begin to declare a religion for yourself from today. Humanity was supposed to be your religion. We are going to be going through the scripture gradually. We are going to People will never truly understand something or thing happen to them. So let's put that aside. Now, if you read the book of Exodus 20, verse 12, it says, honor your father and your mother so that you may live long in the land your Lord God is giving you. Now, if you read Ephesians, coming back to the New Testament, Ephesians chapter 6, verse 2, it says, honor your father and your mother, which is the first commandment with insurance policy. He has a promise. Now you go to honor your father and your mother. There are so many things that are about our biological mothers are missing. Now, your mother grew up and met up a Christianity that was purported. A Christianity were created like an Eji and Aye. Because the government also benefited from it. That was why they now make it a social gathering. They can even give you license. Because from there, the government, they see they get their share inside. That's why if our politician is looking for guests that is very beautiful, they liaise with the pastor so that they collect your children. That's why you go to church at the end of the day, no child, you are barren. They use most of these people inside the church for their political benefit, particularly if you are very attractive. That's why a lot of people that go to church, they end up losing their destiny. If you go to church and you come back alive, that your life is still complete, raise up your hand and let me investigate you. There must be something you might have lost because you don't go there and come back alive. Excepting the way God take create you. You run on time. There must be something missing. Either they are going to so misinform your life that you end up insulting your father and your mother. Imagine a pastor saying he's standing representing your own biological father. Now, small remain, they would have been collecting bride price. Now, a pastor will tell you if they can do it with juju, he can do it with the Jesus. And the same pastor today is poor. Very, very, very poor. When you're talking about poverty, abject poverty. Please let your love and like, put in a born again love and like, please. Your love and light, let it be flowing, you know. Let your love and light be, let it be born again, please, if you are led. Now, the reason why God put promises here, because some of the things that make most of us today to miss it in life is because why there are a lot of things that we are supposed to be doing, we are not doing. That's why I've repeated it several times with that number, without we correcting this very narrative. That is all about our biological mother. We are not talking about the one that gave birth to your mother or the one that gave birth to the one that gave birth to your mother. We do not concern them. We are body those ones to become a demon. And we are not accepting our mother who was even disconnected. That's why today your mother was not made rich. Because there was a lot of things she missed. Who tell you say your mama not supposed to make her? Who tell you say you are the one that's supposed to sell all your life, sell your kidney, sell your bonbon, sell everything about you to make your mother eat, even at the age of 50, because she is disconnected. And if you disconnect yourself from the connector, you will have problem. That's why so many things are not working out today. That's why in this region, that's why I just corrected one of our viewers just now. Go and change that picture. Don't want to be seeing it here. Let hear word for one. Jesus Christ owns this very depopulation agenda. They owns it. Quote me anyway. There are things you don't just, you have to change along with the changes. It's that time we start flogging ourselves. What we know here is true. The only religion, if I thought religion were created, was humanity supposed to be your religion. Do unto others likewise what you want them to do to you. At the time you are not practicing it as a religion, automatically the earth becomes a better place for us. There is no other religion. Every other thing were created. That was why if you watch the way our father taught us, and some of the parables they left behind, it's only in Edo State that a lot of things are changing. And they don't know that our founding fathers, or that do go Domingo to land, labor to make sure these things are effective. They sit down several times. Let's begin to follow this line, because this is how God wants us to live. I was discussing with somebody yesterday. He was telling me, why you say, this and that. Why you say because of your stupidity? Then I started quoting some verse for him. According to what we read in the book of Philippians 2 verse 5, what does he say? He said, let this man be you that was also in Christ Jesus. Then I took him again to the book of John, chapter 11, verse 35. He said, Jesus Christ wept. Now I say, which of these attributes that is in you? You are a demon. Stop telling me about our Yosa. That's why they always use it to cover. And they can use it to cover for people like you. Not somebody like me that is so vast in Galilee. If you bring it on from the Bible, my dear, who can lay? Because you've just provoked me to start telling you so many hard things. Now, if you check the life our mothers are living today, because our mother did not so feast up some certain relationship, some certain differences they have with their great-grandmother, that's why it's extended to you. Who tell you are supposed to over-labor? Who tell you? Forget what we are going through today. A relationship that is not fixed with parents is the problem we have today. It's not about your biology, your real biological father. The reason why your biological father will tell you and it happens to you. If your biological father do want to a papa and a mama, if it costs you, not the work. Some of you right now, you are not feeding your mom because this was the same thing she did to her mom. That we are very, very careful with fathers and mothers who have treated their parents correctly, who was able to correct one or two narratives. Not those ones. If you watch children today that advise their mother to go and throw away their juju, they are feeling pains. The children today that advise their mother and their father to go and throw away the real juju. I'm not talking about those fake ones at times you went to go and carry as a result of mindset. I'm talking about the real one, the real hure. Those children today, they are suffering. If you even watch some Amodium, some fertile, who neglected their deity, their traditional thing, they are hearing it all today. Things are not well with them. They are struggling. And if you see some people, they are selling, you think say, juju not be juju, because there was a lot of things their father corrected so that it may not affect their children. They are in good relationship with their fathers. That's what the Bible says, honor your father and your mother. It does not mean the biological mother that you gave birth to you from the ovary or whatever, He's talking about your lineage. What fundamental principles are you following that they left behind? If you watch your Igbo today, they also have a way they do their things. They don't go away from the track. They have a way they do their things. And every one of us, we're supposed to be having a tradition. And one of our tradition is humanity. If you look at the book of Luke 6, verse 31, he said, do unto others likewise what you may have them to do to you. Now, let's take it to a good domingo do land. C'est fini. That's what we are supposed to practice. All those speaking in tongues and the rest of others, they just created to put one or two persons into a state of Lodibar. That's why they created it. Now, when we are not things that are not done well, then we start blaming, now this one comes from. A lot of people today, they are not in good relationship with their parents. They are just only looking, sponsoring their mother. I want to go to Shiloh. You get it. You do this one. You do it. At the time, things are still going the way it ought to be. Because your mother herself, she doesn't even know what she or she is doing. That's why you see a lot of mothers, they will use that church to cover. They'll still be roaming about, going to different babalawo, not knowing that there's something in their family they would have activated that will start making things work out for the children. These are a major problem today. We don't do research. We have everything that will make our life to be meaningful. The thing that a lot of people, what they know, they don't extend it to you. All the messages I've been giving here, nobody have the courage to do it. Nobody. Most of them, this is the life they live. Most people you are seeing today, you see your husband just be prosper. My dear, there is no day they does not do some certain atonement for that same husband. But you yourself, they make you to start going to church. Banding every power that was supposed to guide you. The power that is protecting you can be from the water. God can put the power that is protecting you to be from the water. God can put the power that is protecting you to be on the air. That's why the more you go to church at times, a lot of persons love you. They show kindness to you. Why? Because they feel that you have been trapped on another betting and anybody. That's why a lot of people clap for you. or me you go to Kegbe, yeah, we church on it, you know, because why are they not really telling you? Then the one made you just lost. They know that where the Odosan were yeni, Uyi, nothing is going to come out of it. That's why any person that forces you to church, that person don't want to make you better. Because it is not the church that is making him to prosper. It's the traditional way of life, following what the father left behind, that make him to prosper. I got another audio call, this thing again. Say Newton verses, you pray that prayers. Bradford struggle have taken different dimensions. He said, how did you do it? I don't know. Now I said, me myself, I don't even know what's happening. Did I raise prayer today again? Did raise prayers? It's not what you force yourself to do. It comes once in a while. That's why the power to do some certain things is not permanent in anybody. It comes once in a while. That's why it is not every time we do some certain declaration. At times we just want to start declaring because the power is available. It's like when the bus you are supposed to enter to your destination is around, you struggle to enter. That's why we go into some certain exercises, because the people that is, or the spirit that is going to carry it to his proper destination is available as at that time. So that's why every one of us have to wake up and take humanity as a religion. If you know that this thing is done to you, you will not like it. Don't do it to anybody. Don't do it to anybody. God is not an idol that you must have a specific place where you worship him. It was human being that created all these things. Now we do have those days, and we were fighting the people that do say, "Oh, yai." If I've ever fought anybody, please, I'm sorry. Sincerely from my heart. The first sorry I'm saying in my life. Now, to the way we are born and brought up, our father will always say, or we had it from a lot of people, we call it yayi. Then I've come to realize that it is true. It is not just all about the gathering. It's all about the mind that you use it going there. That's why today, the people that are claimed Christians are the most dangerous and the most wicked people in this world. There are people who are very characterless. They quickly shade themselves with Christianity. That's why this morning I'm a Christian. Because that Christianity they are just declared, it will not make you to investigate them more. Just free your mind. Imagine a boy talking to you as a girl. Maybe you will just say, I'm from a Christian home. The boy will say, I'm from a Christian home. You don't need to verify now. Before you know, the first way you already there, thank God, is a Christian. Maybe declare fasting, then you are contented. But people like us, the very day you tell me you are a Christian, you become a suspect. I'm going to verify you spiritually. The way I will verify ordinary person that doesn't ever go to church, it will be different from the way I will verify you. I know that you are using that thing to cover. And I will definitely make you go through some certain tests and you will stumble. Yes, any person that says a Christian now is in problem with me. Not just a physical problem, I'm going to verify you. I will never give you a free flow because my Dambus everywhere. We have seen them. They have some kind of wicked man. That's why they are the one that is covering up this our religion. They are covering our tradition. They are covering our core value. How will somebody just grow up? When the Bible have already said, honor your father and your mother so that their death may be long. That is the only commandment in the Bible that have insurance policy. He says so that you go honor them. That is to say, there are a lot of things they live. You want to tell me before the Bible were interpreted, King James Version 500 years ago, all our fathers were demons. And how were they praying to God? Those power they were using, how did they get it? How did they get it? Those power they were using our fathers, how did they get it? That thing that was in the staff of office that Moses used to part the Red Sea, is it Jesus Christ that made it? How did they get it? God spoke to them and they put all these things together. That when the West find out that the only way we can conquer these people, I have illustrated this in several times. When they started coming to Africa, they found out that our fathers have 7 wives. And they saw also several kind of spirits. That there never a time we can be able to do this mining thing. That was why our father would always say, if that is to say, no matter the predicament your wife is passing through, he still protect you as a husband. But all those married girls of nowadays, any small thing, they don't carry my hatred. If you see my husband, this and that. But those days it was not like that. That was why that parable was made. Now when they found out that They see our father with different women, with different spirits. They'll look this one, this one go show he go, the other one go show a cock, the other one go show a mommy water, say no, they go bagger. Now what they now do was to create religion, one man, one wife. They created one man, one wife. And you never knew that these people were coming to, now you want to tell me, also look at it. That is to say, the last Solomon lived was a useless life. The one Abraham lived was a useless life. Up to Isaac, it was a useless life. Every of their life were useless. So, also look at the marriage today, 1-to-1, 50-50. The problem a lot of youth are passing through today in their marriage. Our papa no pass through. Now then, papa no did them, mama no did them. Now only their house. Nobody do this something, yet they don't have peace. It's everywhere in this Europe. Now, what is causing problem for them? But at those days, but most of them were still comfortable with the marriage, not later. But this same generation, they are home with their husband. What a woman will be complaining about his husband, you will be astonished. Is this one married? Nobody is there with them. They are the one occupying the flat alone. Yet a bema here. But go and look at the life their mother lived. A fulfilled life. A girl of 35 or 30 something years old, might say 40, is already complaining about marriage even before your mother died at the age of 90. Oh yeah, you know, because God gave them the sustaining grace to bear a lot of things. Not to say their husband they cheat now. No cheating. I'm telling you about true life stories. Because why? That's what you get when you follow some certain narrative you are not supposed to follow. So if we are talking about humanity is our religion, that is to say we have to go back to a drawing board. How was our fathers? Pentecostal today we embraced. Using the blood to do anything we want to do. We are created in 1901, Pentecostal. Now, 70 something, our father that was alive, how was they praying to God? And why is their life better than your own? What have you been able to invent? Human hair, not even your own, and eyelashes. What have you, no, what have you created? Skin is skin. No, tell me what you have created. That's only what you have invented. No, tell me. It is what our father left behind that we have you. Imagine any that we have so insulted our parents. Even a woman that his own mother was a fourth wife. You need to see how he hates cheating. No, I know that woman, I go kill her. You go nowhere. You go nowhere. That the way life want to hurt you. Even a Kasara Masata. At times you just wonder how people carry some sanity that is not supposed. If we are even living, let's assume that we have fathers who have lived this life before. Let's not begin to call them fool. If you want to amend anything, you can amend it. But it's not something you touch yourself to say. They will call our core value. These are just our core value. You are just trying to change it. That's why the more you try to change it, things are not working. Some people can be very fortunate. Yes, you got your heart desire. It favors you, does not mean go to favor the next person. That's why I love some people when they are discussing and say, I cannot start telling people to live the kind of life I live. Because I don't know how you take day. That's just life for you. But some certain person, they feel that it's not fundamental. That we have to follow it 50-50. How is it going to work? It can't work like that. You are going to be having problems. We have seen so many homes today that is in social media. No mother-in-law, no father-in-law. They are just becoming problem to themselves. Because there are so many things they refuse to understand. All what our forefather left behind, today they are no more. What did the book of Proverbs say? He said, remove not the ancient landmark which your father has set up. Now begin to calculate, what is that some ancient landmark your father set up? Look at it today in our country, we cannot still choose our leader. A lot of problems we have caused by ourselves, we start blaming witch. A lot of things we have used our hand to draw, we start blaming wizard. A lot of things that we have caused by our negligence, we are blaming stepbrother. Hey, that be my problem. Because there are so many things you are supposed to settle, you have not settled. That's why if we must excel as a person, if that insurance policies must work in our life, these are areas where we need to concentrate on. The book of Exodus 20 must be looked onto. Ephesians chapter 6 must be vividly checked out if we must excel. Now, let me further coagulate this very topic to make it more meaningful and lovely to you in collaboration to what our day-to-day society we are living today. Now, if you read the book of Matthew 25, verse 33, and he shall set the sheep of his right hand, but the goat on the left hand. Now, all these scriptural verses were written down by these same people, telling you ahead of what we are going to face. You know, I've told you before that we have been divided due to our decisions. I may not stay close to your house in 10 years' time or 5 years' time. You may not stay close to my house. We may not be able to shop again in the same market because of your decisions. That's what the book of Matthew 25 verse 33 is talking about. You may go this side, I may go the other side. I read to you last 2 days ago what the Israeli is doing. I also told you the one of Saudi Arabia. They are building smart cities. Now, to what they have done, talking about the big system, the reason why a lot of things did not really come to our notification, it is because our disobedience to nature. We like to disobey. What I'm doing today, if the spirits of the God of our ancestors have not energized me, I can't do anything. If the spirit of your forefather is not awakening you and allowing the one of Christ that is demonic to go, you go nowhere. That's why today, if you tell the people promoting this very whole thing, I've never seen anybody who use the Bible to condemn this thing in the whole Nigeria. They support it. The Great Reaper that show up in the coronation of Charles is in the book of Revelation 14, chapter 14. The beast system we are talking about is in the book of Revelation 13, 16, and 17. Now, why are they laying emphasis on digital currency? And what is behind it? That is to say, if you don't have it, you can't buy, you can't sell. That's the era we are today. And the only spirit that we have that can fight for us right now, it is the God of our ancestors. Because Jesus Christ was what they used at the initial stage to promote slavery. Should I further portray? Maybe you are watching me for the very first time. Read the book of Ephesians chapter 6, 5 and 6. You get it there. He says, slave, obey your earthly master. That's why we pick part of the Bible that we can use to discolonize your mind from this religious psychosis, from this indoctrination. Because all these things were done to suppress human reasoning so that you start reasoning archaically. That's why today we still believe that the picture of Robert Powell, even when it's a thing, that one is our Jesus. We still believe today God saying His only begotten Son in the book of John, chapter 3, verse 16. That's what we believe. But the people, King Napoleon, killed the Democratic Republic of Congo. About 10 million people were killed. No one of the blood were viable enough to save the Congolese. No one. The people the Boko Haram have killed, no one of their blood was to save the Kano people. No one to wage war. Or everybody that be killing, no big boy, none of their blood war to be used to measure the people of a big boy, they never fight patrol pay. But right now, you are being over-indoctrinated. They are telling you that someone died on the cross. His blood, you are going to call it for to save you. When you have a God of your ancestors, you are supposed to call. Tell me wherever they have led prayer. Tell me there are one prayer they both prayed. And God answered. And tell me one prayer. No, charge all of them. And come and look at the prayer we have prayed. And the effectiveness. If there's a man to pray, there's a God to answer. That's why we are not trying to advertise to you here, start worshiping Ogun. But even without you even carrying any deity, just recognize the fact that yes, you are a spirit, you live inside your body. Until you accept that, you are going to live complaining. Confident and courage will be lost. All your mates will be arriving their destiny. Now, what is life if you don't know who you are? What gave me joy today is not how much I made in a month. Because to what is happening, people are dying thousands. The mainstream media, they are keeping quiet. Okay, look at the sailors they sent recently. They want to go and investigate Titanic ship. Titanic. They want to go and investigate the three of them. They left. The oxygen that they supposed to use for the period of time. Most of you might have watched news. I'm paraphrasing it here. The oxygen is to elapse 12 o'clock today. They are not seeing them. 3 sailors. They want to go and investigate Titanic ship. There are some certain investigations they want to see carry out. So that they bring it to the limelight. Titanic. Those people, they let radar. Different submarines have entered this sea. They are nowhere to, they are not traceable. Only God knows what have happened. So the world is in a standstill. Do you know why they are not shouting saying a problem? Because why they want you to be calming down gradually. This is how you calm. Before you know, every one of us will start dismissing one by one. Television is telling you as if nothing is going on. Beating is going on. What we are about to face, it does not happen in First World War and Second World War. First World War and Second World War, they learn to what is going on today. The mass genocide of humankind have ever happened. But they are trying to paint it to you as if there is nothing happening. But I'm presenting to you today. If you must survive what is happening, you have to deny that Jesus. I'm not lying. Connect yourself to the God of yours. I know it's rosy for you. But what is coming? God of universe is that way. Mother nature is that way. The God of universe is that way. That way is to our freedom. And even do is that way. Mother nature is that way. Mama Africa is that way. If you check it, Africa have never one day been united like this. They are pushing back a lot of narrative. They are pushing back. They are pushing back because our ancestors have woken. They are waiting for you to stand up on your feet. That's why I'm presenting to you again and again. Humanity, take it as your religion if you must take one. Begin to value every life you see out there. If you are to pay school fees for anybody, or are sending school fees for your brother, also ask your brother whether he has friends. If you are giving 40,000 for school fees for your brother, also try and say all your best friends, make sure you share 5,000 for them. Say, oh, tell me when you worry, you know what? That's the only way to survive what is coming. That's the only way to survive what is coming. Because what we are about to face, or what we are already facing, or what these people are pushing, the only thing that can stop it is a spirit. No man can stop it. And God is already entering a lot of men. A lot of mighty men in valor. God is entering them, using them to do exploits. That's why God has made us to be alive at this very point in time. Because He knows that there is something that will hit the head that we need to correct. I guess we understand what we are saying. Did not time to use sentiment. Stop defending what you don't know. Stop defending what you don't know. What you are seeing today, every religion, Muslim religion, Christian religion, were created to subject human into perpetual pains and bondage so that they may control you. That was why, according to history or according to what happened, a Christian is a good slave. Because there are ways they position you. Stay here. They started reading most of the scriptural verses of the Bible to you. That's why, after all, they use Bible to calm us down. That's why today, no, apart from only me, now I say this in the verse for giant. At times, I don't lay curse on their head. Because you never feel anything were wrong with your mother. You never feel that all these things that happen, you are still looking at a story. You see so many black men that you will see their body, they peel their skin. If now Igbo, they not go forgive you. Or if now Igbo, they can never forgive you. That's why we are just waiting. As soon as Nesera Gesera switch on, I will be the first person. I'm leaving this land. Here is not my place. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm here because something chased me. And there's something after I finish what I'm doing here. I'm going back to my land. I am an Afrocentric, not Eurocentric. We should be proud of how God has created us. There are a lot of food we are not supposed to eat today. That's why today you see our people very senseless because they weaponize food they are eating. A grown man we are supposed to be thinking, they don't think. All they think about, what am I going to eat? You forget after your papa will go farm. Maybe the son will carry water for long and go farm. You throw away the water. He go manage to walk without water. We don't want to hungry. We don't want to pass through any stress. We want everything to come in a platter of gold. That's why today, right now, our people are dying in numbers, sick in numbers. We feel it's a normal thing. Glorious exit right now for 30-something years old boy. Glorious exit for 40-something years old lady. We are burying them with all joy. Contributing money, creating platform. We are not wondering what is happening. What the cause of this matter? Why are there microditis everywhere? Why are there, heart attack everywhere? Why as our people passing through timely death everywhere? Nobody cares. Instead of us to go to drawing board and call upon Father Universe to see what we can do about this mess. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. The gate of hell visited Nigeria. At that thing where we sign a miloko. Yes, start doing your will. Watch the next move the federal government of Nigeria is going to move. Because no television station will tell you about what's coming. They only trick you that so that Naira, they will not ring the election. All these propaganda, they help them to propaganda it. At the end of the day, the election was ranked. The vote were bought. You just hung out for nothing. And the gate of hell is the Green Reaper that was seen in Charles' coronation. Anywhere you see gate of hell, be getting prepared. Anywhere you see gate of hell, be getting prepared. Because the gate of hell were the one they talked about. The book of John chapter 10 verse 10. He said, the thief cometh not, but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. The only prayer that can defeat all these people, the prayer of the God of your ancestors. Nothing you can do about it. Far from today to tomorrow. Far from today to tomorrow. You use Zocra till they play for 30 days. Now let just one prayer here. All the enemy is gone. We don't carry the prayer anyhow. Do you think I've ever wanted to come here privately? You do I pray no do period or be no, I don't do that now. Ignorance of warrior. You are we are too big for that. You don't run that way. Come and be calling on powers. No. We use it for our political bad leaders. We use it to feast up a nation. We use it to correct some certain useless narrative that have embodied us for long. That one we use it. I will not be praying. No, we don't do that. I can also use it to deny something from you. But in most cases, I don't just want you to die. I want you to have a change of heart because we're not even well. Like that pig now, all these Binu pig. Just look at this, is very unkept. I can see that microditis is worrying in it. And I don't know why people are not taking care of themselves. At least look good, at least. Let us be seeing your look. At least you are look well. But I don't know what's wrong with them. But when it comes to local league, they are very, very fervent. But when it comes to international league, they can't play. That's why today, they are still trying to push one or two narratives that will never help them. People that value a building more than their life. You know that when that building collapses, they know definitely it's going to be hot for them. Now, if you read that same Matthew chapter 25 and 34, he said, then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, and come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. That is to say, there is something that is about to happen. It is only your decision that is going to make you to stand firm, and the king will not see. You have to do what you get to do. That's why I've told us several times that number here. In the time of your trial, do the little you can and leave the rest for God. It's an error for you to do anything at all. Now, if you check what's happening around the world today, nobody cares. And all our people, all our celebrity and stupidity, they are covering it all. You know, there are ways somebody covers on certain things. If they know that this thing, they are guilty of the offense. Anytime they see something talking about that place, they quickly screw it. And your screwing is not going to help anything. It is good we expose it so that our government does not have more to eat. Let me reiterate again, Nigeria have been marked out. Other states is not talking about, you can go and see the way all these aliens from Benin, the way they are leeching on themselves for 2024 election. They don't even know whether they were on the satellite before. Or you believe there's no satellite. They don't care. Now, our immediate problem, nobody cares about it. And the more they feel they are covering up, the more these same people that try to commit this evil will execute their plans. The more they will execute their plans. Now, everybody is praising the government of all these aliens, all these vaccinated moron and intellectual, sophisticated they will be. They are praising the government of Tinubu. Why they themselves, they are going through a lot in their life because of their decisions. And what is working as we speak? Shetima is giving birth to so and so person. Giving birth to army to go and fight Boko Haram or what? We are not seeing anything working. The people are still suffering the fuel subsidy. Let me see how you get planting or do whatever. But one thing I'm happy about, God have already separated the sheep from the goat. Read the book of Matthew now. 25 verse 33. So, for those of you feeling, I said the other day, come to Bimande, Bini can even be divided. Orion or some side can be for these people. Whatever, because there's no way we can be. There's no way we have been separated. I'm telling you, you will not hear this in BBC. Because of our decision. My decision has made me to be separated from you. So, I may be in the disadvantaged side, but there's no way we can ever live together on this earth. The people that used to be in Barcelona can go to Vic, or the people in Vic can go to Barcelona. Have it at the back of your mind. We are putting all these things here because of what we have already know. And some of those things that make us now to be very daft. We keep on disconnecting ourselves from nature. We keep on, and spirit feed with nature. Spirit not they enjoy electromagnet. As a spirit you are, there are a lot of things you are not supposed to take. Because you are representing God. You are God representative. If God wants to turn everybody to become a spirit, because the earth will not be, will not be good. That's why he enters us and use skin to cover us so that we can liaise to each other, so that we begin to see ourselves as if we are unique. That's why the way God take create my skin to cover my spirit. Any other person nothing get like my face. That's why you are uniquely unique and differently different. That's what God does. That's what God does. If you look at it today, the only way man is effective when you release some certain spermatozoa to the woman, then the woman, we incubate it. It will become a human being. And God told you that want to test man. This is how you are supposed to be making everything to be. What Oibo are doing today, creative plane, they can create anything, create humans. We have seen humans they have created. We have seen human robots. We have seen girls, they created girls. You ask a question, we'll tell you back. This was what God has given us power to do as a people. But we lost our power to the body of Christ. That's why nobody wants to use his sense. Where we are supposed to use our sense, our intelligence, using logic in certain things. We say, carry it to God in prayers. That's why black race today remain dominant for the white folks. They name us devil because of the darkness of our heart. And the reason why they name us devil, it was what they saw in the Benin Kingdom, because they were the one that were selling their co-mate to the British and the Portuguese. It was what they saw in Edo State. And up to today, they have the same mind. Now, if we choose to follow the fundamental principle of our forefathers, now some children came out. Now let's start speaking the truth. They humiliated them. They gave them concoction to drink. They bound and chained all of them. And I'm so happy that even the juju that say you have not looked at son once. Even the people that bring out the juju, they have faced calamity. The people they swear the juju for, nothing have happened to them. Nothing have happened to anyone. They are still bouncing. We have some that are bearing children. And you that say that follow them, also you are still barren up to today. Who is fooling who? Our God is a spirit. Anyone that must worship God. In the book of John chapter 4 verse 24. Anyone that must worship God spirit and the truth. If you must excel in whatever thing you do, learn how to speak the truth. I said the same people they lay curse on. They are giving birth nearly every 2 years. The same people that say Ugbe. Some of them they are barren, fully vaccinated, have microbitis in their system. The juju that spent 100 years couldn't save them. That's what God can do. You don't play with when spirits rose up to do some certain things. So there is already sanity going around the world. If you want to join a winning train, it's not left for you. That was why I love what Joshua said. Joshua never forced anybody. He never forced anybody. He called all of them. Choose who you are going to serve. Are you going to serve the God which your forefathers served, that brought calamity to you? Or you are going to serve the God that is the other side of the water? He said, as for me. This was Joshua talking to the Israelites. He didn't force them out of their will, but he promulgated the gospel, not the gospel. He told them, he told them, he said, as for me, I will serve the living God, which Moses and Abraham served. But God was also demanding animal sacrifice from them, according to the instruction. That was why when God told Noah in the book of Genesis chapter 6 to build an ark, he gave Noah instruction of the cubic size. That's why God has given me the instruction of mantivism. If God said I will lay curse on, I will lay curse on you. If I'm not directed to do anything, I will not do it. I'm led to tell you that Christ were purported by the Roman Catholic, so that to capture humanity. And right now they have dealt with humanity. Humanity is gone. That's why if you tell the senselessness of humans today and tell the intelligence of God, you still go to church on Sunday and tell yourself you are convinced that you were created in his own image and after his likeness, the way it is written in the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 26. Is God senseless? What you will ask yourself? Tell me one thing that you are doing that makes you represent God. You still say yes to everything. You cannot say no. You cannot stand to defend your right. Your God give you right, you cannot defend it. That's why any person that wants to force you to put anything on your man, no matter what, you are supposed to tight your teeth. Some people will just open their mouth, and when they know that they want to kill them. That was the same thing that happened. When I was telling you here, your body, your right, a lot of people did not listen. It was a force, depopulation by force. I told you here. You would have allowed it to come and force it to you. And now for most of us to face the test of time. That's why Caleb Swab in one of the economic world forum they attended. He said, Dr. King said that we are running late. When are we going to be owning the satellite? He asked him. That's why today, I'll be suspending the time to own the satellite, and you don't know what they have infused into your system because you are a badassic, stupid on the 13. You think it is good for you. It is never good. I present it to you today. It's never good. People are still claiming right. They are still claiming to know. It is not everything you follow. And the reason why I found out that this darkness that people are facing today, it was this Christianity they used to put us. Because Christianity does not think now. They believe there's somebody there that will do it for them. They believe that after they suffer and die, they have one house in heaven they are going to go and inherit. That's why we don't support that. We don't support any good thing. You see some characterless people. They'll be inside the church. They take it as an occupation. but yet their life is still miserable. And go and check out the expert people are doing. Some of these big men you see, they just go to church just to fulfill all righteousness. Make you for no, make you poor more. Any person that encourages you to go to church, know that that person wants you to remain under poverty. Church disconnects you from your ancestors. There never a time you will ever appreciate that you must well have a father. There never a time. It will never encourage you to trace back your ancestral roots. The book of Mark chapter 10. When this very man, Black Bartimaeus, I'm doing teaching here. He said, Jesus, son of David. He called you according to his ancestors. And one thing I love about it, why God will not even punish them. Instead, God will punish you yourself when no one hears what. They put everything there. Everything they are going to be doing to humanity, that is at the Bible. They even told you that, yes, son, we are the one that enslaved you. It's in the book of Ephesians chapter 6, verse 5. Read it now. They are very truthful. Very smart. He put everything there. How he have used you. Everything is there. How he got to separate the goat from the sheep. And goat and sheep now myself. Don't look at the two animals. Who are we going to choose? Should we choose goat or sheep? He said going to separate the goat from the sheep. Who even know now decide where me dey? That's why we are not more, because he's going to separate it. You were the one that believe on the coming of Jesus. But I'm not telling you where Jesus Christ is there. What is going to come, the calamity they're about to cause. So they are separating the sheep from the goat. Do not choose the one you are going to follow. Are you a goat or a sheep? They write it there now. That's why they don't call you lion. In the book of Revelation chapter 5, Lion tribe of Judah, they gave you sheep. Because it's only sheep you can live in an open field. And tell them to wait. They will still wait. Use one small dog, or leg cannot get the lion like that. They see but they don't give you a talakpa. Not even chimpanzee. Not even snake. Why they not give the woman a snake? That's why you see women are sapping. May God Almighty help us. Please, if you are not sharing this video, make sure you do that. So if we must get this right, if our life must be meaningful, let us stop the disobedient to nature. And we should categorically get this one clear. That the fruits support the tree. It is not the tree that supports the root. If your parents support you by doing whatever they are supposed to do for you, that's why if you watch most of our fathers and mothers, that their parents really know and follow them all spiritually, they will do far better than us. What you are struggling for today, your father did not struggle for it. He came in a platter of gold because his own parents did something for him. Why your father quickly run and embrace Christ? They gave birth to children and leave them, all of them, in the wilderness. Not even teaching you how you are supposed to pray. Your father will say tomorrow, I train all my children in university. But there are some certain information about life that your father was supposed to give to you, which we are supposed to apply, that will make your study to be effective. Today is not there. That's why we are still complaining today. Confidence and courage is lost. You see the way homes are breaking because you follow Jesus. But your mother, despite it was the fourth, even fifth wife, she was comfortable. He was not having this sexual urge. Their husband will drive them away for 4 years. You know they wet. But now, once you're, it's a demonic whatever now. It is demonic. The spirit that controls your mother, if it's in you, that's when your marriage will work. Because at times, you can quarrel. You break up at times to make up. Most of our mother will go to their father's house for 4 years. Still waiting for your father to come. Your father will still come. Nothing of such. Nowadays, before man and woman, they quarrel for 2 months. People have started saying, well, he's sleeping with a man. The same women, because they cannot withstand just 1 day. That's why a winter wajena. And yet, the home is not still comfortable. Because this new spirit, they've invoked, when they follow Jesus Christ, he know they make you to enable. He makes you to have sexual urge all the time. But in time of our mother, these Jesus Christ spirits were not there. That was why they were very comfortable. The most peaceful home you have ever seen. Now our parents, our great-great-grandfather now experiencing. And I walk away or nanoma. No matter what. He's suffering though. Woman will be at home, he's not working, just to take care of the children. Still nang. They'll still drive, police will come and give them lacamento. Who is disturbing them? Nobody. No brother-in-law, no father-in-law. Because of what? Our disobedience to nature. So there are things you don't do. So if we must get these very promises from God, this insurance policy must be a part and parcel of you. My dear, honor your father and your mother. There are a lot of lifestyle your father lives. Don't let it leave the family. Because they also compare it from their great-great-grandfather. That is your core value. How to pray. Let's forget about the woman side of it. There are so many things we are supposed to be doing which we are not doing. Your father those days is not selfish. If he has something, he will share it. Did you share today? You don't share. Only what you share is problem. Your loved ones, they are out there. Your father, your grandfather those days, the first yam after he might have, do whatever he want to do. If you don't eat tomorrow, then in his community, you go and share yam for them. And you also met your father do the same thing. But when it comes to your time, your hand can't be out of that. We have to know the core value. Some of the principles our father left behind. There are most of us, our father hate gossiping. There are most of us, our father hates backbiting. There are most of us, our father hates you beating other people's children. But they say your father that hates beating other people's children, you are not the one to give people babalawo picture. How to tie a man. Because you say, oh, we work by Ekiani. One measure work over there by Ekiani. There are women today that do. Then you want to excel. Look at it now. We are in Europe today. Europe is not in us. I see people, they still complain of bills. I see people 30 years you working. Owana cafe. All houses collapsing in Owana cafe. All till today, nothing is working. Why not just accept it and go and meet our fathers and mothers? Say, whatever thing we might have done, we are sorry. As we take off our paparity, send money, send draws from here, they sit down, timely debt. Because while there are a lot of things they were supposed to correct, they did correct it. The gate of heaven, let me put it down, let me not say gate of hell. The gate of heaven open to take everyone that comes. Your ancestors did not lock door against your father. Because what you were supposed to do is not doing it. Just come. The same way door that open for your father to down timely at the age of 70 your own may be 50 if you are not very careful. Look at the mass death that is upon us as we speak. We've got to stop it. Just look at the mass death. Because why? Your father never revealed to you in the night, my son, look at what is coming. Nobody reveals to you. Every one of us fall a victim. You will fall a victim. If not for me that is still preaching our tradition to the best way of my ability, or take money. That's why today we are looking at it, that Jesus Christ is our ancestors. This was the thing that were created by the Romans. They look at it to make sure we carry the rest people along. Then in 1977, Queen and all this entourage, they gather together. Okay, Robert Paul, can you act it? Okay, come act it for us. They pay him huge sum of money. That way we grew up and we met it. We call our father. Hey, Baba, how is your life today? No, how is your life today? How did you make it? What have you invented? Just look at the world is going to end. Ain't nowhere to go feel and no you say so the way I should see put. We are in the end time. The end time remain end time. Humanity is facing the most disastrous things you can ever talk about. That's what humanity is facing. Who causes it? Our negligence and our disobedience to nature. If you watch it right now, old men, the way old men are using clutches now is much. The way old men are using clutches right now, because a lot of people have been deformed. Because why? We tend to follow the same thing that kills us. They blood slavery, they sold us. They bring up a book that will make us to read and forget about it. And right now, they are doing the same thing again. We are looking at them. The gate of hell visited that rock. Nobody is shouting. Said the Great Reaper visited Nigeria again. We are cutting it as if Tinubu is creating international allies. Not knowing that so many things today you are seeing that is a blessing in your society is what is killing you in disguise. When I look at humanity, how humanity is going, I wondered. When I look at what is about to hit humanity or what has hit humanity, I'm astonished. I'm totally flabbergasted. People are still chasing money instead of them to look for their life. They never cares. Nobody talk about our well-being. They need for us to go home. If not because of our leaders. Your leader, all of them, they sold you out. They collected money. Your government, they sold you out and they collected money. They don't fight for you. The only man today that care, whose religion is humanity, still remains Donald J. Trump. President Donald J. Trump still remains. He took humanity to be his religion. No one else. That's why they are indicting him here and there. How many people is going to be remaining? I talked about Georgia Guidestone. That thing was brought down by the Space Force. It's likely from elsewhere in Georgia. Break it down. I thought about it several times. They say maintain humanity under perpetual balance with nature. 500 million. If you ratio 500 million to the statistics they brought out, about 95 million is to be removed. But we are counting this as a joke. Our pranksters are still doing pranks. And all these will be, they are sharing it. At times I look at some people, you can discipline some certain person to change their program. That is, every hand should be on deck. It is not a joke. It is not a joke. It is survival of the fittest. That's why I will not do any topic without adding this one to it at the end of the day. If you like watch the part A, leave the part B, it must get to you. It's like a seed when you sow a seed. Where God Almighty is supposed to come to our rescue, they are not coming. If God calls some of our father now, who is this your son? Don't you think that the way God at times, the way our father complained of us when he was alive, the same way he's complaining of us today? Only what we don't know how to do once our papa died, they carry many cows. There are a lot of instructions they leave down. We don't still follow it. You think your father will be happy? People are more effective when they become a spirit. That's why your father will be more happier, or your mother will be more happier the very day you start recognizing the father. Yes, they are still watching you from afar. But instead, we abandon them. We criticize all the life our father lives. Their marriage, we criticize it. You criticize your father's marriage. Then you want your own to get better. Look at your own now. You and your wife, 9 days, but your father that married 7 wives, oh, I'm not one day. Who went and wedding and went to tower. Then you want to call yourself a man, man. Look at your life now. Instead of you to live your life the way you know that it will be beneficial to you, you tend to insult your father. One pastor normally will not come and convert you if you are ready to accept the Lord and personal Savior, Jesus as your Lord and personal. The same thing they used to convert your father to become a very obedient slave. The same thing they are doing to you today, and you are accepting it. Instead of you ought to rededicate ourselves again, disconnect yourself from the body of Christ and come to the body of God, where humanity is the religion. Humanity worth dying for. Humanity worth something that you invest in. That's why today Putin is fighting for humanity. That is salvation for humanity and redemption. salvation for humanity. Every one of us will be saved, so that our core value will be seen. No one of us will be microchipped. Your head will not be changed. They are tampering with the image of God. You do not show concern. If something happens to you, God has just lost one of his children. What are you doing about it? Then you are there protecting a house who have not protected you. I've seen most Edo aliens. They are now becoming too unkept because of what is already in their system. Some of them they hear going. Why are they keeping it? Because they shame no let them talk. Shame. They are the problem we have on this earth today. Because our brigade have already seen the statistics of the people they have in this alien kingdom. And say, okay, yes, we need to push it. That's why they are still pushing. If every one of us said no, they will leave this thing. And not supposed to be what we are going to use to fight these very people back. We have to fight back. It is the survival of the fittest. Everyone consciousness, raise your antenna. As you are owning their network, also on your 5D dimension. You can do it. Or till you stand up to fight, you don't know how powerful you are. The fight is for everyone, not for only one person. There's one thing me doing this video, another thing, you also disseminating the information you have had from this very great platform. To everyone. We have to save ourselves. I feel about who does it. We will not wait for that to happen. Because the reason why you were made in his own image after his likeness was for a purpose. This world is like a garden. The same way the Garden of Eden was. He said, keep it and dress it. You see so many world leaders today. Are the bad people they are attending meeting? Also the good one they are attending meeting. What must we not do about it? Go and look at how Africa is uniting. These are LGBTQ. How they are bouncing it back. We do not accept it. A senator from Kenya, he came out and he said, even though he's even in the coma, he will not sign such a thing in Kenya. He must sign against it. That thing have no place here. That thing have no place here. When we have immediate problem, nobody talks about it. They are not bringing one kind of narrative, so they'll come and support them. Look at, do you know what they planted Bob Whiskey and this, is it not the brands they call this very knucklehead? They planted them there. That's why the federal government of Nigeria cannot do them anything. And they are testing other African countries with LGBTQ. They are testing Nigeria with a digital currency. It's like division of labor. You raise this one raise this one. That's how Minister for Finance will just come. From now, he came out and not this thing. Thank God for my Domingo the people who could even stand up and do some one or two riots or protest about it. Every one of us is keeping quiet as if it's a blessing. Ignorance is not a blessing, it's an expensive pain. This is how they will allow them to mastermind everything. Somebody was telling me today in part of Europe that the internet they used to use, they've off it. Now say they want to give you 5G. They've off it. The internet automatically is switched off. As we speak, I will not tell you where the place. It's switched off. Because the one they used to use, it have a lower velocity. And they want to give you guys the one of a higher capacity. That can penetrate or penetratable. They were folding up our hands. According to Bob Marley, he said, how long shall they kill our prophet while we stand aside and look? We don't care. Whatever thing they brought, we take it. You are more powerful than them if you unite together. If 100 people hit streets right now, they say we don't want it, they shiver. They cannot carry their gun and shoot you. Because if they know they shoot you, there are also people that are going to shoot them back. That's why Oibo, they correct nonsense with protests. If not because of cooperation, we are lack of cooperation. Only those that can do revolution that will make Nigeria to be stand still. But all this betrayal all those useless, and all these people in the state of Kachakorios persist, they will never allow it to work. They will hijack it. And thank God today, something big is coming for all of them. They have not saved their head. They are creating platform for 2024. This is how I know how daft some certain alien will just be. They are very meaningless. They are less important. That was what they said the economy war forum. When Gate of Hell were he said they are going to concentrate on Africa using conceptic blah blah blah. He said because they have less value. They all saw that video. Nobody reacted to that video apart from Lenny. It was recently. I saw it in Facebook. One idiot were not writing. Hey, we don't know what is coming though. This is what I'll be talking about in 2020. Because they were sharing pranks and monetization. Up to now, you are still monetizing. On your own detriment. On your own detriment. It's very painful that we have all this complete set of people in our society. They are dragging us down in everything. Where everybody goes down, where you forget right. They will never. Somebody have it has been microchipped. People are fighting in Texas to make sure this is not on, but it's supporting Tinubu. Because why? So why am I supporting Tinubu? Who doesn't even know whether you live, forcing yourself into people. Then what you think about son? Is it everybody you can kill in the night? It's not everybody you can kill. Huh? You are misbehaving, using your last strength to do video and support one criminal. I'm a freedom fighter. I'm against xenophobia. I'm against corruption. You are not supporting a man that stole an election. Honor gele win election. All two election support. God will punish you. Because the people you want to fought people that steal. You fought thieves. We got a thief. Now you are not aiding an abetting criminal. The most criminal alien. Where is standing now? Both pastors in Edo State, they are standing up with a criminal. The people that claim they know Christ, they are standing up with somebody who stole in a broad daylight. Who is such a person? That they can still convince you people tomorrow and raise up the prayers. Then you are saying amen. You think that will work for you? What is coming for you? Why so I made one and so it tick, and you will feel pain before you die because it's your stupidity. Now only one person want to do Amabi. Only one person I want to do. All bad narrative, bad government will support, bad religion will support. So far, it's very easy to say. We are looking for cheaper work to do. How can you support a dead criminal who stole? If you yourself you are not one special criminal, I cannot support evil in my life because I don't have the energy to commit evil. I still stand with Donald Trump today. A lot of you have not seen that man is innocent, and I stood with him. And I'm still going to stand with him. And we are taking this war back. Tell me one thing they have ever supported. All these useless aliens. They support all manner of evil in our society. I thought it is governor and party they standing now, or local government chairman. They are not even standing with demons. Standing with people that have debilitated Nigeria. If Tinubu is exempted from the people that spoil Nigeria, who not spoil Nigeria? Your mother in the village or your father in the village. If Osomole can be exempted, he go to say no how they take sign digital currency. He go to say no. These people have already planned their life. How they are going to enter helicopter when the thing comes. They've already built their own city for them. They are going to stay. While they look you in satellite, you start doing like zombie. They have their own state already in the West. They are going to stay. Please, this thing will not affect you. Allow us to reap all this useless thing. Then Oshomola and the rest of them, they sign it. They've already promised them where they are taking them to. Tonight, I pray, if God be God, what your leader has signed, you will be the one, be that you are supporting them. It will kill you. While I exempt the rest people who will tend to be free. Whatever your leader has signed today, or they signed yesterday, to kill innocent people, you that is standing with them, it will kill you first. Before God the solution. That's why they stand with criminals. That's why our political system today is still bad. I've never seen anybody. Now, mainstream media and they for the state support the government. Like, they don't say bad thing the government is doing. I've not seen activists in the whole whatever. You can never see anybody right now that is supporting Biden. All of it, they had their head. Why Democrats now don't bring another presidential whatever come on? They are still projecting Biden. They are still projecting him. Because nobody want to go for trap. You go, you not go now, they go arrest you now. Let them start probing Buhari tomorrow. You know, see Buhari is gone. Who they pay make it act Buhari on it ban? That one just is somewhere right now. As soon as he just read casino that door, okay, mask in he don't finish. Just carry one bill for Abuja, they send them for like 2. He don't go. You will not see him. So that's why Buhari government can never be probed. It can never be probed. You cannot arrest Buhari. That's why right now they are trying to start tantalizing you, hoping that he is doing this, he is doing that. They are not doing test wrong. The reason why he came was for the population agenda. Save this video. I see people planning for 2024. When you have not survived this very year, marriage. Avec we no man be akpa bobo mugu. Also. Now innocent people just did that and they pay me. We have too much innocent people. Millions and millions of Nigerians are innocent, home and abroad. We don't want to use now. Look at this alien in the UK coming out. They have thought experience. Me am many vetu ya igbo biokpa who take for who see who. I'm down on my man. That's how they support every bad thing in this world. That's how they support it. What the UK citizens, the white, they never want to say they have a thought experience. Because white be Allah the way God take full all of them. God give them public disgrace. Let's be ending it here. Please, let's mentally prepare ourselves for what is coming. Let's mentally prepare ourselves for what is coming. Be ready to see your best friend tomorrow when we want to know that. Just take on. Mentally prepare yourself. No time for that lost emotion again. They don't whatever I want to do. We have to mentally start preparing ourselves for what is coming. Let's get ready to hear anything at any given time. It's what they've already done. Let's be mentally prepared and let's be strong to push forward. So that if you are the best in the waka, the person turns to pillar of salt. If you want you looking back, you can look back. If it does not want it, my dear, move forward. That's just it. It have happened, it have happened. Nobody will talk about it. It have happened, it have happened. No need to sugarcoat anything, man. Let mentally get prepared, eh? Let mentally get prepared. Let mentally get prepared. We need to prepare for what is about to eat the head. Because we cost it, you cost it, I cost it. I will not say you cost it. Humanity we are over deceived. Humanity we are we are being threatened with food and we fall into it. That problem we are facing today. How can you be in abroad right now? Just come here to come and hustle. Automatically, we are not facing different kind of things. Our father that suffer, our mother that suffer. Look how people are dying thousands. They're dying every day by day. Okay, let's be ending it here. Think today is 22, Thursday 22 June 2023. Today, Thursday, 22 June 2023. So let me believe in you right now. Please follow us on the donation. The donation is a promised land. Follow us there. Also follow us on New World Construction International Limited. Also follow us there. Follow us on National Patriot Association. Also follow us there. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, Inter Udo, our backup page YouTube channel, or our backup YouTube channel, sorry. Inter Udo, INTERO UDU 247 TV. INTERO UDU 247 TV. And our main YouTube channel is ICP TV in capital letter. You space the TV. ICP TV in capital letter. That's our YouTube channel. So for those of us that would like to communicate with us, our telephone number is +34 631 056 284. Our telephone number +34 631 056 284. That's our telephone number. Please, let us get prepared mentally. What you do right now, go and train yourself mentally. Arena. Let everyone go and train ourselves mentally. I'm not saying anybody's going to die. Oh, one a tornado was one again. So let's get prepared. So that when it comes, takes are part of the thing. Be that our people have learned how to see glorious exiting. I mean winning. So that's what they have learned. That's why nobody's asking questions. They are not going to claim compensation, nothing. So let's get mentally prepared for what is to come. And we pray that God give us the strength to survive what is coming. God give us the strength to survive what is coming. And it is a very painful thing that we don't have people in Nigeria that give intels. So that our people should also be mentally prepared to hit the streets. As soon as CBN give a different policy. A lot of people did not really know why they are removing a Emefiele, trying to put in new one. Now he have announced his own policy that Nigeria does not want to hear from him again. They might just be active him by telling him that we arrested him, just to put in another new one, so that one will also start announcing its own policy. Hope they are going to be good for you. They are going to be answered every time. Look at what's going to be happening now. Digital currency. If you know you are not doing this, come and do this one for you to have it. Then at the end of the day, Nigeria will be used for test run. So we know all our patriots, all our allies, everyone fighting for freedom here, who believe that humanity is their religion. We are going to conquer them in the West. The only way we have problem is Africa. Particularly in Nigeria, notably Edo State. Because imagine almost 80% are alien. Almost 80%. They don't think upright. It's still where 80% are alien. They don't think upright. They don't care about what's happening. The people that protect building more than those one, alien protect buildings. They don't value their lives. They protect a building who does not protect them. That's what it does. So because of our loved ones that are there, it pains me. But with us in Europe here, we fight it to the end. We will. So we have joined the freedom fighters that are here to make sure we do the needful, and we have been fighting the right fight, fighting the right cause. So wherever place we go right now, we have 1 or 2 spies who is also watching to make sure we are protected. That's what the God of our sisters can do. That's why you say now they do video, send your men come with me, then you trip that time. So that's it. So please, that's the best we can give today. So until I come across your way again, I remain Comrade Newton Igbenegun, the Bishop of Activism, the hero for democracy, and ambassador for good governance, CEO, Civil Disobedience Worldwide, CEO, Salvation for Humanity and Redemption. So God Almighty bless you richly, and have a nice day. Buenas noches. Ciao.